Here we go, back again with another video. Yes, this weekend, you will already know, Sunderland have an rearranged match. Sunderland take on Hull City at the Stadium at 7:45 for the purposes of Sky Sports. This match should have took place on Boxing Day, but it was cancelled because of coronavirus, because Sunderland were down with coronavirus since, I think it was when they played Wimbledon, was it the 15th of December? So Sunderland went from the 15th of December until the 2nd of January. I think it's about 18 days. 18 days without a game of football. 18 days probably without decent training. So they lacked a lot of fitness, and it was easy to be seen. The Northampton match finished 0-0. Not a very good result. Sunderland looked really poor. They did look really poor. They didn't string too many passes together. A lot of passes were going astray. They didn't create absolutely nothing on the day. So I'm expecting a massive improvement for the whole match, which was only rearranged yesterday or the day before for 7:45 on Saturday night. Now, Hull City had a decent start. We played them back before the season started, and we dominated them, we battered them, but we got beaten penalties. But Hull, 5 games ago, drew 1-1 with Oxford. Then the form dipped. They got beat off Shrewsbury, they got beat off Blackpool, they got beat off a good team, Portsmouth. The last match, though, they've turned it around a bit. They beat Charlton 2-0. So Grant McCann, the manager of Hull City, has he turned the season around. Now they're in second place. Let's read out a little bit of information to do with the table. Lincoln in first place, played 20 games, 41 points. Hull in second place, played 19 games, 37 points. And remember, 37 points from 19 games, and the last 5 matches Hull's played, they've only getting 4 points out of a possible 15. So Hull could have been gone and clear by now, to be fair. And then we have Doncaster in 4th place. Now, Lincoln have played 20, Hull have played 19, Doncaster have played 18, the same amount of games that Sunderland have played. So Doncaster in 4th place, same games Sunderland have played with 33 points. We've got 29 points and we're down in 11th place. So there's a good cluster of teams within 3 or 4 points of each other. But a team like Accrington Stanley, who are just above Sunderland, have played 2 games less and have 30 points. So this match at the weekend against Hull, it is imperative that we get 3 points, that we take the victory. If we do not win this game this weekend, we are going to struggle to get in the top 6. Believe me not. We need the points. If Hull beat us, they'll go to 40. They'll go 11 points clear of Sunderland, and we'll only have 1 game in hand. That's how important this match is this weekend. It's been rearranged, but it's been rearranged at a good time. Has Lee Johnson getting his side fitter and stronger and faster and ready within 7 days? Can they improve that much in 7 days? Because we need to take 3 points on Saturday. Now, the last 5 games Sunderland have played, we've got 6 points. So both teams out of form, desperately out of form. We had that miraculous good win against Lincoln, who were top of the table. We beat them 4-0. But again, since then, we've suffered with COVID. Now, Will Griggs out for a long period of time. We can't sell him in the January window. Sunderland have only got 1 place up for grabs in the January window for players over the ages of 21. We only allow 1 more player to come in unless we sell some of our stock. Now, Lee Johnson's going to have a bit more say. He's going to have a little bit more input in this transfer window, because the infrastructure at Sunderland for getting players in, for like coaches or scouts, is poor. The Mad Rocks consortium have let the infrastructure go to pot, which means that Lee Johnson is going to have to do more than what he was brought in to do originally. He was brought in as a coach, not to really get involved with the buying and looking for players. But now, because there's nobody there to do it until DeFreitas comes in and brings his own people in, puts players in the right positions. So he puts people in the right positions to do the jobs of scouting, of going out looking for players, to help the people who have already been there now. So it's gonna be more for Lee Johnson, but that could be blessing in disguise. That could be better for Lee Johnson to get his fingers in the pie at this moment in time to try and get the players in. We only allowed one in, but we allowed loanees. We allowed players under the age of 21, but we have to get rid of some of the players like Dobson. Like I was hoping Will Grigg would go, but that's not going to happen now because he's injured and nobody wants to buy an injured player. And like I said, because that infrastructure is so poor, there's only Christian Speakman and there's only Lee Johnson there, who they've got to work together as a team now until the takeover is finally done. The AFL gives the permission for it to happen, and Louis-Dreyfus comes in and then starts bringing in his own people in these positions for these jobs. So Johnson, yes, it is probably better for him to be able to pick one or two players now that he wants, but who's he going to bring in? It's going to be difficult. It's not easy. But I mean, like I said, the vast amount of our players that are out of contract in the summer as well, is that a good thing? But players like Luke O'Nien, Jordan Willis, you don't want to see them kind of players leaving the club. You want to keep those players because they're still young enough and they're still strong enough, and they're the backbone. Denver Hume, again, you don't want to see Denver Hume leaving in the summertime. I don't want to, because there's not many. You can say okay, right? You can say okay, let Denver go. Who are you going to bring in as a left-sided, as a left back? Who are they going to bring in? Are they going to spend the money? Are they going to bring anybody in better than what we have at this moment in time? So for me, I'd keep Denver Hume, I'd keep your Luke O'Nien, and you keep your Jordan Willis. You've got to keep those, and then obviously you've got your Bailey Wrights and your other players there. But we do need a massive turnaround in the strikers. We need to bring a couple of strikers in the January window, big time. Get rid of Danny Graham and obviously Will Grigg when he gets fit, but we need to bring in the strikers. Charlie White can't do it all by himself, and you saw against Northampton, he misses a few days training, and it's like trying to turn on the spot. It's like trying to turn a tank around, so slow. The ball's nipped off his feet before he has a chance to turn around and get a shot off. With his head, he's good though. So Grant McCann, 40-year-old, in charge of Hull. He's been in charge. He spent the majority of his playing days at Peterborough. Yes, at Peterborough, 2010 to 2015, 160 odd games. I think he scored something like 29 goals. But his win ratio percentage as a coach, he's starting off as Peterborough's coach because he had a good connection with Peterborough. He's probably a big fan of Peterborough, but he had a 39% strike rate at Peterborough. Then he went down to 45% strike rate. 45% strike rate, which was better, and then he's gone to Hull, which he's played 70, he's managed 70 odd games, only won 29, he's lost about 34, 35, so it's only a 37% win ratio at Hull. So Grant McCann, as he turned Grant McCann, is he going to turn and get this season turned on for Hull? Because, like I said, gone through a dodgy patch, but they've come on strong now in second place. They're in a good, strong position now to do well. But Sunderland have to beat Hull this Saturday. There's no ifs and buts about it. There's no pissing about, no messing about. We've got to take 3 points against Hull. We cannot afford to drop any more points now. If we do, we're not even going to make the playoffs. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Sunderland. Yes, I'm always forever optimistic. We have to win. We're going to go for a 2-0 win. That's what I'm going to go for. What's your score prediction? Get your score predictions down in the comment section below. And can you take 10 points? 2-0 win for me. I think nobody got the score prediction right for Northampton. Nobody predicted 0-0. If you did, and you had it on the comments and I missed it, let me know and I will apologise. But yes, this weekend I will be doing my live stream on 7:45 and hopefully I'll be fit enough to have some alcohol. Yes, some alcohol. I've got loads downstairs, burning a hole in my carpet. I'm looking forward to a decent drink this weekend. I feel loads better. Been for a run yesterday, did my video yesterday, lockdown day 1, robbery, because yes, we were robbed of our freedom in lockdown 1. This is not a lockdown. This is not a lockdown, simple as. This lockdown is already a joke. It is an absolute joke compared to the original lockdown. Are we bothered? I'm not too bothered because I want to see football kept on playing. I want to be entertained. If you can watch, if you say Sunderland's entertaining. But Hull do have decent players. Tom Eaves, George Honeyman, we all know about George Honeyman, and they played 4-3-3 against Charlton, so an attacking formation, attacking side, and they had 5 of their best players out against Charlton. Some of those players could be back this weekend. Can some of Sunderland players come back? We had Scowen, who was injured before last week's game. He's come back in. He should strip a bit fitter. All the players should be fitter this weekend. But we have Luke O'Nien and Jordan Willis. Will they be involved in the subs bench, or is it too soon for them? So, like I said, put your score predictions down in the comment section below, and hopefully we'll get 3 points, and we'll see you on Saturday for my live stream. Take care. You know what? I might go and get a Chinese takeaway. I'm sure the takeaways will be open. Everything else is open in this lockdown. It's the worst lockdown ever. Right, catch you later.